We're going to stick to what we know, fundamentals and technique, 1% better every day.
What's going on, Colts Nation? I'm Lawrence Owen. This is Colts Law, and as usual, I'm here with Loyalist. And I'm going to give you a little quick, like I was telling Loyalist before I started, warning, child warning, explicit content could be happening soon. I got shoulder pain. Feels like I dislocated my shoulder. When I move it wrong, intense sharp pain rolls down my arm. So I don't think it's dislocated. I think I just slept on it wrong and slept on it wrong really badly. So if all of a sudden you see me make this face, cover your ears, especially children, because I might curse. Just let you know up front. But this Sunday, 1:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the Indianapolis Colts travel to Buffalo, New York. That's right, to face Bills Mafia. Mafia? Man, that sounds mean. You need a nation to defeat a mafia. Am I wrong, Loyal? You need a nation to defeat a mafia. And we need to bring Colts Nation to go beat Bills Mafia.
Yes, sir. I agree 100%. Bring them and bring them in force.
Absolutely. I want to thank everybody that's in the comments right now, right sitting here chilling with me. John Davis, Brandon Stuthers, appreciate you. Speed, Maverick Garage, what's up, Eagles? Company Eagles, my bad. Chuck Millsap, what up? Happy Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Really? It's a Friday, huh? I'll be darned, it is a Friday. Larry Brown, what's going on? My boy coach from the Pacers back in the day. Yeah. Man, I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this game. It's going to be a fun game. We're looking at possible rain, about 40 degrees. Sounds like a day to run the football. What do you think, Loyalist?
God, I hope so. I'll tell you what, man. I've been sitting there trying to talk to anybody and everybody about that. You know, I mean, I'm like, hey, activate Marlon Mack. Let's just bring everybody. You know what I mean? Let's just stretch that clock out. Let's give our defense, all the time they need to rest up in between all the times that they're hunting down that Allen fella.
That's right. And you know what? We're going to talk a little bit about real quick the injury report for both teams. Now, I haven't really gotten a full injury report out of Buffalo, but because they haven't really posted it yet, right? It's kind of upsetting. But I do know that they have two guys currently sitting there on the COVID protocol, and they're big names. Big names. First off, the right tackle, Spencer Brown. He's been maybe their best offensive lineman this year. Their left side has been awful from what I'm understanding, talking to Bills fans over on their channel, and that Spencer's been that solid dude. If he doesn't make it for COVID office COVID protocol and make it on there, that means Allen's could be seeing some stuff from all different sides. But that's not the big thing. The big thing is the Bills have the number 3 run defense in the NFL. And in part of that is because of Star Lotulelei, right? Star has been their Grover Stewart to their, Ed Oliver, basically, up there in the gut. And we all know what Grover does for us. Star does the exact same thing for them. If he cannot go, to me, that sounds like there's going to be a lot of runs right up the gut with a certain Jonathan Taylor, even Nyheim Hines, Marlon Mack. Shoot, man. If it keeps Carson Wentz from having to throw the football 40-plus times, I say let Deion Jackson out there have the ball a few times. Heck with it. I don't care, Let's just run the football in this kind of 40-degree drizzly-ass weather and see if Buffalo can stop. They couldn't stop Derrick Henry. How in the world are they going to stop Jonathan Taylor?
Hey, we already know that Danny Penter can catch. Let's see if he can run the thing. If it means that Carson's not putting out 35 to 40 pass attempts. I mean, and the funny thing is you sit there and you talk about Star, and and I've been listening and following the Bills for most of the year this year, and that has been the guy that they've attributed a lot of their uptick in their defense, and as far as getting them up to that next stage, to being a top caliber defense. So this is huge. And then you back it up with the possible Tremaine Edmonds, whether he's not 100% or not even eligible. Yeah, those are two really big hits in that run defense for Buffalo. So yeah, things to keep an eye on for sure.
Yeah, Video Boss down here just says if Edmonds does not play, we get 5 rushing touchdowns. If not, we're at least going to get 2. Hey, Truitt, sitting in here apologizing to me. Don't apologize, my guy. You didn't piss me off, I promise you. I do not get upset over anything. You did not say anything that upset me. There was at times, I'm dealing with COVID. So, here and there and everywhere, some things are just not doing too great for me. Dealing with all kind of physical ailments right now. But I'm trying to bring it today. Okay, guys? Trying to bring it, so help me out. Help me out, bring it. Guys, please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time I go live or upload a video. And please don't forget, as you see the bar beneath me and Loyalist, we are still a little bit of money shy of helping Loyalist get that laptop so he can help with the content, bring better content, and make content on his own. If you want to help in that way, please use the link at the bottom of the description. Any amount is most appreciated. Thank you so much. Charm City, Brandon, what's going on? The biggest thing of the Colts to win this game is to make sure Josh Allen doesn't pass on them, because we know the Bills cannot run the football. They are terrible. We will be getting into that later, okay? We will be talking about that. This is our game breakdown / preview, and quite frankly, there's a lot to go over. We still got the Colts injury report to go over. And Loyalist, that injury report is awfully small.
I know. We said there talking earlier. I was like, hey, we don't have to spend the first 15 minutes talking about player A, B, and C dealing with X, Y, and Z. It's awesome. I mean, I understand that there's still a lot of guys that are struggling and working through things, but as far as who practiced, who didn't practice and stuff, what we saw Thursday and going into today has been very promising now, because we're going to need everybody. All man's, whatever,
all
on board.
On deck.
Yeah, that's the word. That's the phrase. Yeah.
All right. So if you looked at the injury report on Wednesday, you probably held your breath and went, "Oh my God, it's all starting over again." There was 9 people on the did not practice report. 9. There were so many injuries on our guys that they couldn't even list all the injuries on some of the players. DeForest Buckner had so many injuries, there wasn't room to list them all, right? It's like, okay, so you're dealing with an ankle, you're dealing with your back, you're dealing throat injury. What? Where'd this come from? Did you eat so many defense so much on the offense last week that you kind of got stuck in there? What? I don't know. But he's good to go. Everybody's full go except for Darius Leonard. We all saw what happened to him in the Jacksonville game when he went down. Obviously, the ankle having issues. He was talking about it. I don't know. A lot of you might have actually. I literally just watched the Hard Knocks episode an hour ago. I finished it right before I sent Loyalist the link to join. Okay, I finished it, and I was like, "Oh crap! I better send it to him. It's 15 minutes till." And I see I can't push off this foot. I can't push off of it, and that's worrisome. And to me, honestly, I know we love Darius Leonard. I want this man healthy. I know our bye week is coming up in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we let this man, we know how good he is. We know he understands the game. Let the man sit out. Let him just do walkthroughs all week. Don't let him out there running around. In my opinion, I think let the man do walkthroughs all week. Try to get that ankle healed up. Let him play on Sundays. Why is he out there practicing full hard on Fridays, with a chance of really making that ankle worse? No, we want him playing as best as he can, get healed up as quickly as possible. At least that's my thought process. What's your thoughts, Loyalist?
Well, and there again, that boils down to coaches and Darius and the doctors and all the communication. I mean, because don't get me wrong, I understand Darius is dealing with this ankle, but this has also been something that I mean, he's progressively dealt with the whole year, and they've managed fairly well. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, Darius with an ankle and a half is better than what a lot of these guys are with two and a prayer. So as far as whatever the organization thinks, yes, whatever's long term for Darius, because he's much more than one game to this team. He's much. I mean,
Yeah.
much more. He's that emotional leader. He's that vocal piece. He's that guy that's going to come in and if you have a busted player or whatever, he's going to be the guy that comes and lifts you up and gets you hyped up for the next one, because you gotta put that thing behind you. Because I mean, let's be honest, this Buffalo offense is going to find plays against us. I mean, the question is how quickly can we learn from that one and move on to the next one. So yeah, like you said, Darius, treat him sort of in the TY vein, that we have over the last couple of years. He knows the defense. He knows the plays. He knows, I mean, do your film, get your rehab, get yourself as close to 100% as you can, and then make the decision Sunday.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. I want to shout out to my wife real quick, so I'm going to kind of shrink you down just a hair. Boop. There he is. It's Tiny Loyalist. All right. So.
Fine. I've waited 50 years.
All right. So here's the thing. You guys might have seen that my wife had done some stained glass work, and she made a Colts piece, and I showed it to you guys. She was not happy with it. She tore it completely apart, started from scratch, made a brand new one. Now, there it is. That is the Colts piece that she made. This is what's going to go up for auction. All right. It'll not 100%. Might start out 100 or maybe 150. I'm not 100%. It still needs patinaed. She's going to put the black patina on all the welds, and then going to put a couple. Whoever buys this, you'll have the option of having hooks and chains so you can hang it, or we'll put a stand for it. Send it with a stand. Up to you. But you can see it's got really good thickness. The border is beautiful. It's very thick, slick, really nice. This frost glass and the texture of the horseshoe and everything. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful. It's maybe the best piece she has made. She's getting better and better and better. Hopefully, if this does sell well, then we will continue, and she will continue and make more. And it'll be her business, making NFL stuff for fans like you and I. So just let you know. I know the price wise sounds a little expensive, but when you look at how much the pieces are, the glass itself costs $75. Okay, the materials to make that was $75 freaking bucks. So, and then it takes a lot of time and energy and work and skill and stuff to make that stuff. So, it is what it is. Jeremy Mint says it turned out great. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. Driggs and Video Boss in here, showing their appreciation of it as well. Also, guys, real quick, I got to drop it in here. If you're looking for more memorabilia, not just, what my wife does, go check out the Backroom Collection. I show this off all the time. This was specialty made for me. You can purchase this yourself over on the Backroom Collection, along with autograph pieces. It has really, really nice stuff over there. And if you use it, man, they're my sponsor. So, you'll get a discount code if you use it. Get yourself some percentage off. This channel is proudly sponsored by the Backroom Collection. They do beautiful sports canvas art with football, basketball, baseball, and other sports themes. Special orders are accepted and autograph pieces are available. Many Indianapolis Colts signed pieces will be available beginning in November. Just use your discount code CL10 to purchase the pieces you want to spice up your living area. That's CL10. Driggs in here saying, I wish I shared your guys' positivity about our edge rush capability for this season. Now, in all honesty, it hasn't been there this year, and I get you, and I understand. I mean, we got youth, we got different stuff going on, but the Bills right now, if Spencer Brown can't go, their backup's going in. Their left tackle has not been the best in the world this year. Their left guard is not good, so that's a big bonus for a certain DeForest Buckner. I think we can get pressure on Josh Allen, and I think that'll be huge. Okay, because quite frankly, we can't get pressure on Josh Allen. Not just pressure, we got to land home. Because we seen in the wild card game, last year, pressure alone against Josh Allen ain't doing it. You got to land home on Josh Allen because this boy will run all the way to the edge of the sideline and then throw a first down 15, 20 yards down the field. Okay? We went out and we got all these speed guys. We got Dio. We got Pay. We have Teray over there on the edge as well. We got speed rushers. Let's use them this game, okay? That's what I need to see. I agree with the earlier statement about, ain't afraid of their run game. No, we got a good run defense, So I'm not – but that offense, that passing attack of Buffalo with Josh Allen and Diggs and Beasley and Davis and McKenzie and I know I'm missing another player as well. Man, they can light a scoreboard up fast.
Yeah.
And the only way to stop that is getting pressure on Allen and landing home. Because I'm sorry, I have all the faith in the talent of our secondary in this world. I believe they're talented. But when you're sitting there playing zone defense, you can't cover a guy forever. Okay? No one can. I don't care who you are. The Patriots just ended up having 4 interceptions in the final quarter of the game last night. Because you just can't cover everybody all the time. So, yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is, about this Buffalo, I sit there and I think back to when we were going to training camp and everything, and we were watching, first getting to see Quiddy and watching these defensive ends just, all training camp was just, oh, we don't know these guys. We're not really getting to see the offense because the defensive line was in the backfield so much and stuff. And you ask, why am I mentioning it? Well, in a lot of ways, what Buffalo's putting out on for that starting offensive line right now isn't a whole lot different than a Santevis or the Julian Davenports and stuff on the tackles, because this isn't there. I mean, honestly, I think Buffalo would agree that at best at the beginning of the season, if they had everybody 100% healthy, their offensive line at best was going to be slightly above okay. You know what I mean? It was never going to be like the Colts, their focal point and their what they build around and stuff. They build it around Josh Allen. They build it around that receiving core, So I do agree that this defense hasn't shown as much as we'd hoped, but I would also say over the last week or two, they are really starting to get their motors revved up. They're really starting to click and gel and understand where each other is going to be. And like you said, let's just take Josh Allen and let's just keep treating him like the big oak that he is. Just keep chopping at him, making him think twice before he starts rolling outside that pocket. And for the love of everything holy, defensive ends, stay disciplined, stay in your lanes, keep that rush. Don't let him, like you said, shrug a guy or two off with his ridiculously linebacker built body and then throw the ball for freaking 60 plus yards. If our defense can avoid those type of big plays and get the pressure that I do think that they will generate this weekend, I mean, like I said, this is going to be a chance for the Colts to have that game that we hope that they would have in the second game of the Titans. This is sort of that same vein. It's a very good statement type win. Especially, you think about if we take Buffalo out on this game, now all of a sudden you're not even sure are they going to, win their division. Now, now New England's definitely brought much more in. So now, okay, if we beat Buffalo, we've got to win over one of the teams that we're fighting for a wild card spot. You know what I mean? So, yeah, this game could be really huge in the scheme of things for the Colts' playoff aspirations.
We got a great question here by Speed Maverick Garage right here talking about how do we game plan against them? Do we use it similar to what we did against Kansas City when we had Jacoby at quarterback by controlling the clock with the run and playing heavy man on D? Honestly, I think how we played Josh Allen is the same way we played the Ravens and Lamar Jackson. All right, and Loyalist kind of touched on that a little bit earlier, where, yeah, we're going to mix up a lot of our defense when it comes to coverage. All right, I'm not talking about the fourth quarter. I'm talking about the first 3 damn quarters, okay? Holding your gap integrity. Don't go all the way around the edge. Only go so far, for the most part, all the way back to wherever the step drop is that Allen's taking, and then keeping your eye on him. And then whenever someone gets inside, he takes off. You're in position. Your eyes are ready. You just take off, reach out, grab him. Don't let him escape, okay? That's how I think you beat Josh Allen, all right? Because Josh is more dangerous, I think, in all honesty, outside the pocket than he is inside the pocket, okay? But we need to get the pressure up the gut, okay? We need our defensive tackles to win, and that's going to be a big DeForest Buckner's dealing with 15 injuries right now, but he's got to get over that hump, get out there, and show us something this game. All right, he's been playing great. His stats don't show it, but he has been playing great, and this is the game I feel like he needs to really pad those stats a little bit, coming with a lot of quarterback hits and a lot of sacks. All right, that's what I'm looking for, and we need turnovers, damn it. We need turnovers, defense, okay? Yes, we have 21 turnovers on our defense. Bills have 24, okay? They lead the NFL in turnovers. Now, we know that the Colts can go on a fumbling spree. We had one drive last week where we fumbled it 3 stinking times on one drive. We happened to get it all back, but we fumbled it 3 damn times on one drive. We got to pay attention to that. Defense needs to get these turnovers, give our offense the ball so that they can run and tire out their defense, and give our defense the time to rest and break, because chasing after Josh Allen and all these receivers they have is going to tire us out. We don't want to end up looking like what our defense looked like in the fourth quarter against the Ravens, okay, where they were just too pooped, literally, to go anywhere. Okay, they were just too tired to really break on the ball when they needed to, and that's a big time problem.
Yeah, because this is why Chris Ballard kept 10, 11 defensive linemen on our roster. I mean, it's for games like this, games where okay, your zone coverage is going to need that explosivity and that just constant dog mentality. And like you said, these guys cannot be getting 70+% of the snaps, and then to expect them to still be able to be in there, play in, play out, giving 100%. Yeah, this is the game. These are the games that Ballard can sit there and go, this is why we did it, Colts Nation, and get us our 5 or 6 sacks, and just, like I said, just really put this offense behind the chains.
Absolutely. What's going on, Brandon Wood, Job 561, and Wyatt Law in the chat again? That is awesome, man. We've got 28 people in here. Please smash that like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed, tag that notification bell if you can or want to help support us in other ways. Don't forget you could use that link right here in the bottom of the description of this video for the tip jar to help us out with Loyalists. But also, we have stuff. That's right. We have other places that you can go to help us out. Newsbreak is a big situation where we are uploading specific content to Newsbreak, and that's that. So if you use the link in the description of this video right down here, download the app, give us a follow, absolutely free. You put money in our pockets, and we appreciate it very, very much. This video is sponsored by Newsbreak. Newsbreak is an app used over 1.5 billion times a month by people just like you to get local news via articles or videos by those who are focused on that specific area. People like myself. Just use the link in the description of this video to download it. Then search a city, state, or someone specific, like myself, Colts Law, then make sure to follow them so you'll get all the news fresh as it comes out. Darren Manus, what's up? Appreciate you being in here. He says our offensive line is the smartest front in the league, and it starts with Ryan Kelly. Your thoughts? Now, I'm going to tell you what, they talk about this all the time. They love how the fact that the Indianapolis Colts get to the second level, their offensive line will drop down on double teams, and then as the running back hits that, they come off their double teams and hit those linebackers and safeties at the second level, and that's what helps break Jonathan Taylor out for big runs. They're afraid, they have to be able to attack, past. They can't react. The Bills defense can't. They have to be very active in this in order to stop something like that, and they haven't been that kind. They've been more of the wait and see type defense, trying to stay in their gaps. But they're going to have to be overly aggressive, in my opinion, to stop that, because as you say, Darren, we have a very smart offensive line that knows exactly when and where to climb to that second level.
Yeah, that's for sure. And the thing is that's what this offense has been built on over the last several years, and that's why now it's grown into not just getting up to the second level from the tight ends and the line. Now you got your wide receivers and stuff jumping into this thing, and that's where there again, that's where JT is going to do most of his damage, and that's where we're going to control this game. Now, what I mean? JT, Naheem, whoever has the ball, Marlon, like I said, throw everybody at him.
Absolutely. Fuzzy Whistler's in here. What's going on? He says, "What up, fellas? Which team gets more takeaways? Go Horse." That's it right there. We've been talking about that a lot. Very, very, very important. Hey, I want to get into some more of these other comments in here. Job says, "I hope Leonard plays." I do too. I just don't want him to injure himself worse like he did last week than what he currently is. This is an important game. Obviously, it'll be the first chance for the Colts to get over 500 and really make a push for the playoffs. That's very, very important considering how New England looked last night. Brandon says that his score prediction, he's already got it in here. 41-31. Wow, that's a high-scoring game for a very, very cold day and rainy day at that. But, hey, you know what? If that's the Colts on the 41 side, I'll take that and then some. Alpha's in here now as well. What up? Appreciate you. We're seeing some people jump in, jump out. Chaz in here as well says Cole Beasley kills us every time, even when he was with the Dallas Cowboys. And it's true. Beasley is a stud because he's so good at finding those empty spots in the zone. And how do you stop that? Getting pressure on Allen, making him throw before he's ready. Shardae's in here. It says, "Hey guys, what's going on, Shardae?" All right.
I'd also like to sit there and watch Kenny Moore get a little more physical, a little more at the line of scrimmage. Throw him off of his timing and stuff. Because Kenny's not a giant, but I would take Kenny against Cole every day, and in this case twice on Sundays. I do like that matchup in the favor of the Colts.
Well, and not just that. Where has been Kenny Moore in the blitzing packages? What's up? What's up, Eberflus? What's up? Because the last 2 years, Kenny's been a stud when it comes to blitzing, and I haven't seen that lately. Use him once in a while. Change things up. They're not going to expect it because they ain't seen it that much. And good golly, we're going to need to get pressure on him. We've talked about it 1.5 million times, okay? And another thing, let's actually learn how to develop a killer instinct. A couple weeks ago, they were talking about that, how, they need to learn the killer. You still ain't learned it, okay? You're still letting up in the fourth quarter on big leads. Screw that, okay? If by some weird chance we jump up to a 24-10 lead or something like that in the first half against the Bills, you better not go soft zone, all right? I want to see you sending blitzes and man pressures and all this stuff. Change it up. Continue what you've been doing, what got you there, until they can beat it. Keep hitting them with it. All right. Don't let up against this Bills, because this is an offense. This is not an offense you want to play with, okay? Because they can score 30 points in a quarter. don't give them the opportunity to do that.
Yeah, and and the nice thing about it is this week we were talking about, now we've got TJ Carey, now we've got Xavier Rhodes, some of these guys that, are the veteran players that understand this defense and stuff, so they're going to be able to plug in and hopefully, rotate in and out. But my point to that is that should hopefully give Eberflus a little more confidence to get a little more aggressive from the secondary blitzes and stuff, because quite honestly, this team, normally, me, I'm all about stop the run first and then worry about stopping the pass. I honestly believe this is one of those rare occasions where, you're like full throttle to the quarterback, and if you happen to see a run play, go ahead and stop that while you're at it. I mean, just focus on, like I said, just focus on just constantly trying to bring the heat and bring the pressure from all different angles and stuff, and just give it, just keep giving, Josh Allen all these different looks and keep his mind working. The longer he's working and the eye discipline's drifting over to see where's DeForest Buckner, or where's Kwity Paye or Dio Deng, but that's that split second that throws that timing off for the Cole Beasley passes and for those quick intermediate. And then, like I said, safeties. I don't know where you fall in this scheme of communication and stuff. That's my biggest concern, is what is the communication going to be in the secondary and stuff. So there again, I just think that puts even more emphasis that we have to get in Josh Allen's head a little bit and start having him doing as much thinking as our secondary probably will be.
Absolutely. Brandon Stother says the stream is live. No. You see, we're psychic, and we know exactly what the chat's going to say while we're recording. Just let you know. I'm playing. What's up, Jaguar ENT? Appreciate you being in here. Thanks so much. Kimberly Bray says Ralph and I are here. Awesome. Appreciate it. All right. Let's get in here and see what else we got. We got a lot. Man, this chat is flying. Holy
awesome.
Cow. Appreciate each and every one of you. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Please. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. And yeah, when it comes to the Titans ran the ball all over the Bills. Okay. Derrick Henry, I think, ran it 20 times for 140 yards and 3 tugs. All right. And he's really the only good, established running back that they have. I think they faced Najee Harris early on, but,
Week 1.
Yeah, it was week 1. Come on now. Yeah, this is the opportunity we have. We have a healthy offensive line. We got a great, healthy running back system. Let's use that. Definitely. Brandon says it was stuck on the waiting screen. Oh, okay. All right. Kim says Colts 34-31. JT 200 yards. Wentz big day. Wow. 200 yards for Taylor. I hope that's Taylor. Says JT. It could be Jonathan Taylor Thomas. I don't know. Maybe it's home improvement. We'll find out. Brandon says Najee Harris barely gets touches. All right, I got you. Wood says, I say it every week, and I'll say it again. RTDB. That's right. Run the damn ball. Absolutely. All right, we've talked enough about running the football. We've talked enough about trying to get on, Josh Allen. Those are obvious 2 big, important, number 1 keys to victory in this game. But let's face it, Carson Wentz is going to have to throw the football occasionally. There's not going to be 61 damn runs in this game for the Colts, I promise you. All right? If it is, Buffalo might as well just play an 11-man front. Okay? That's
All right then. We'll settle for 58 runs, okay?
58 runs, 3 passes. All right. He's going to have to throw it occasionally. Now, who's he going to throw it to? Obviously, Michael Pittman Jr. has been his favorite target this year, and for good damn reason, right? Michael Pittman is out there winning on third downs. So he's the number 1 third down receiver in the NFL right now? Yeah, that's right. You heard me. Plus, he can moss anyone, I mean, okay, he's got a moss Shaquille O'Neal. Okay. I'll put my money on Michael Pittman Jr. Shaq don't move as well as he used to. But anyhow, oh man, what about Mo Alley Cox and Jack Doyle? This is a game where I think they really need to step up because they're going to be so worried about stopping this run against Jonathan Taylor and all of them that I really believe that those linebackers are going to be trying to crush the middle. Tremaine Edmonds and Matt Milano, I think they're going to be in there trying to stop that run. And you're going to be able to get opportunities behind them with our tight ends and slant patterns, right, from some of our wide receivers like T.Y.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. This is a little bit of a role reversal, instead of T.Y. has always been the guy that, we want T.Y. running down the field and drawing all the double teams and stuff. Well, does Buffalo sit there and put more emphasis and more focus on MPJ? You know what I mean? Are they going to sit there and be coming over the top on him? And if they are, this is when T.Y. does T.Y. things. And I'll tell you right now, I don't know that this is what's happening, but you haven't heard a lot of discussion about T.Y. for me, listening. And so has T.Y. sort of been forgotten about? Has the league sort of just been like, you know what, because everything, is MPJ, rightfully so, I understand. But this would be a nice game for T.Y. to just sit there and remind all them young whippersnappers that he's still dressing out in the horseshoe, and don't forget it.
Absolutely. Hey, guys, I want to shout out to our offensive line real quick. Guys, don't hold, okay? I am so sick and tired of seeing Jonathan Taylor rip off a 30-plus yard run, and then it gets called back, and next thing you know, we're looking at 2nd and 20 instead of 1st and 10 after a 30-some-odd yard run, okay? It's happened at least once every game for the last 3 weeks. We don't need to see that no more, all right? Love you guys. You do a great job blocking. Quit holding. Or if you are going to hold, which, everybody holds every game, don't do it in a way that the refs are going to see it, okay? All right? Come on now. You're all professionals. Y'all been around long enough. You know better than that. I don't condone cheating, but I understand there's holding on every play of every game. It's just how it is. But there's ways to make sure that it don't get called. Use your veteran mentality and don't get caught doing it, all right? That's all I'm
and just
saying.
remember, guys, you got to save all that holding for all your baby girls that'll be coming in and stuff, and you're going to have to spend all that time holding them and stuff. So just save it for them and leave the grading the road type thing for the field.
All right. Alpha Wolf says Bills win in overtime, 34-31. If Bills win in overtime, I'll be upset because that means the Colts can't go to overtime and win in overtime. If the Bills win 34-31 in overtime, you're banned from my channel. All right. I'm just saying. I'm playing, but still, that's kind of dirty to pull that off. Can we still get Malik Hooker? Jaguar asks. I don't think so. He's still with the Cowboys as far as I know. I missed a lot of stuff, man. We need a perfect balance between the running and pass, Job says. And here's the facts. Carson Wentz and this offense has been doing a lot less play action and a lot more RPO. Mm-hmm. And that RPO is looking really damn good, all right? I really like this RPO look where he, makes a decision. And the fact that we're running with multiple backs where Taylor and Hines are back there together, and that situation in the RPO looks even better, man. All right, I want to see if Buffalo can handle that. They haven't really ran against really good guys like that. Alpha Wolf says, oh, crap.
Yeah, and to double down on that, this whole time I've been saying run the ball, but I don't care if they're getting the hand into Naheem and JT and Marlon, through these little screen passes or whatever. Just get your guys touches, okay? Yep. This is where this team is going to be able to control that clock. Let your offense be your defense's greatest secret weapon. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Keep them at bay. Keep them fresh. Keep our defense fresh. Make Josh Allen sit over there and ponder all the solutions of life and stuff while we're sitting there working. Just chewing up how are we going to get 3 more yards, boss?
Yeah, Brandon Wood says quick shout out to Kelly and Glow. Soon to be having baby daughters. Yeah, I seen that as well, man. Shout out to them. Delusional Pats fan in here. appreciate you being in here. You're in here quite a bit, and I really appreciate the fact that you come in and give us your opinions. He says, if you're going to hold, stay close, don't separate, and don't put your hands outside the shoulders. Okay?
Yep.
That's all I'm saying. You get them hands outside, the rest are going to see it. You're going to be inside. You're going to grab a hold of that breastplate. Make sure they stay in. Don't let your arms get out in front of you.
If you need to see video footage of it, just go back and look at the Agnew touchdown last week again, and look at Darius Leonard, how he's constantly, the guy's got him right there inside the chest plates.
Yeah, and it's not like these guys need us telling them how to hold and how not to hold, how to block, how not to block. These guys have been doing it for years and years and years. We just feel better talking our shit. Okay, so don't.
And we just want them to know we won't look at them any less.
Yeah. So if by some weird chance one of the offensive linemen watches this stream, I want you to know that I got faith in you, my guy, and I know that what we tell you doesn't mean jack. All right, we're just sitting here entertaining the people and giving our thoughts on the process. All right, so we got faith in you. Go out there and do your job. Do you think T.Y. can be our new slot man and put Strawn at number 2? I'm sorry, I still like Zach Pascal at the number 2 spot. He's been our number 2 guy all year. He's been great in the run game. He's been good. He's the best route runner we have on this team, by far. The best route running receiver. He's a big dude, good strong hands. He's not the fastest guy. I'll give you that. All right, but outside guys are supposed to be like speedsters. Those are your slot dudes, man. T.Y.'s really good at being a slot guy, and yes, he can play slot. All right, I don't know with Strawn. I got a feeling Doolin is still over Strawn on the depth chart, and I think someone even said it. Chazé said that, yeah.
Especially this week, because don't forget, like I said, we got to bring Marlon out there. And he doesn't provide that special teams flair, but so you got to sit there and definitely keep Doolin in, and that's something I wanted to go back to. Everybody's talking about we need a balanced passing game. I really do think that we need to see like we saw a lot last year, 3 to Doolin, 2 to Mo Alley Cox, a couple to Granson, sprinkle a little Jack Doyle in there, and then
and then even occasionally.
Yeah, and then like I said, let's just get this guy, spread this thing out a little bit, because this secondary, and Carson, every pass this week has to be thrown with the right hand. Every pass, okay? This is not the secondary to be sitting there going, I can get away with. No, this is not the secondary for that.
No. Not with Trey White and those 2 safeties sitting back there. No, appreciate it. Just worry about giving the ball to the right place. What's up, LA Rams? Ain't seen you in a minute since you beat us in overtime. No, that wasn't overtime, but it felt like overtime. Yeah, good game though. It was a hell of a game that was played. I'm not happy that you injured our quarterback. But thanks for being in here. Don't forget, he says hit that like button. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Do you think the wide receivers have a problem getting separation on the routes? No. I think, Sharday, that our offensive line, for the most part, has trouble giving Carson Wentz enough time for them to get to the point of getting separation on their routes. All right, because they've been having issues. Last couple weeks, not so much, except against the Jaguars. Josh Allen was a beast, and I knew it was going to happen. All right, I knew. I said it before, and I said, pay attention to Josh Allen. Guess what? Yeah, he did what I thought he was going to do. And then this week, I'm saying, watch out for Josh Allen. Damn it, we played Josh Allen twice in consecutive weeks. It's not fair.
Well, we are. That's all right, because we seen a couple weeks ago the Josh Allen we played last week is a lot more of a handful than the one this week.
Yeah. I would say Frank Torch coaches like I play Madden. What? I don't understand what that means, Darren. Maybe my brain's a little slow right now. But Sharday says I really want to see Hines get involved. He'll be involved. He'll be running the football, passing the football. He'll be part of that RPO movement. Against the Jaguars, he was involved a lot. The ball just didn't go to him, but he was out there on the field a lot. If you go back and watch. So
what would you set the over/under on for Carson throwing air yards, throwing 20-yard passes or more. What would you set the over-under at for this game?
In this game,
Mm-hmm.
air 20,
Mm-hmm.
3.
You think he'll take that many shots even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He always seems to take shots, whether they're completed or not, is different. But yeah, he'll take his shots. Even against this safety. Because, you think about it. If our running game is effective, that means they're going to bring a safety down. Okay? That means someone's going to have one-on-one down the sideline on deep posts and stuff like that. He's going to take those shots. He's not afraid of taking those shots. Even in nasty weather. We saw it against the Niners. He's not afraid to take those shots. And I'm okay with him taking those shots as long as it's not thrown into double coverage.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I don't want. I just don't want him to see him throwing into double coverage. Okay? Dabney's in here. What's up? I'd like to see if T.Y. could burn someone. I'm sure T.Y. can. He came back last week. He's good. He's got another week of getting healthy again. Guys, it's 46 minutes. My throat's starting to feel a little scratchy. You guys can probably hear it, actually. So please.
So what he's trying to say, guys, is let him get himself regrouped, but we'll probably be wrapping this thing up here in a few minutes and stuff. He's how's that shoulder feeling now, Law? Oh my God. That's the I'm not swearing to you look, guys. That's the he would love to hide behind the mic. I'm doing a play-by-play. Here you go. And this is Law hiding away from the pain. That Colt sign needs to be bigger. But yeah, like he said, we feel like is there anything you guys feel like didn't get talked about or whatever? Let's get it in there because he'll probably be wrapping it up here soon.
We got less than 10 minutes before I end up wrapping this up. So, guys, if you want to say something in the chat. If you want to help us out, help Loyalist out in some way with his laptop stuff, please use the link in the description below. I'll make sure that we get in and talk about that. And thank you guys so much. I'll give you a moment to put some stuff in the chat while I tell you guys a little bit about my merch shop as soon as I find it. There it is. Make sure to check out the Colts Law merch shop. The link is in the description of this video. There are a ton of high quality, reasonably priced items there that you can choose from. And all you got to do is just click one button and you can go and check out all these great merchandise items. Sorry, a little bit of pain there. My bad, guys. Yeah, I'm not feeling that hot right now. We need to blitz. Ralph Flores is in here. What's up? Appreciate you being in here. We need more blitz and play close to them, rattle them, and do what we do. Let's talk about man cover, man press. Blitzing with man press. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Diggs. Someone earlier in the comments talked about Diggs and how, Xavier Rhodes hasn't been having the best season. He's been hurt. But Xavier Rhodes used to be a teammate of Diggs, okay? So he knows the guy. I think his input in this game probably be very, very valuable. Job says our special teams have been good. They're always good. Our special teams are always good. We have all pros at special teams. George Odom, who has been playing safety for us out on the field, which I don't like doing. I don't think he's a starter, safety, but, with our guys. Speaking of which, I'm hearing that we're getting one of our safeties back next week, possibly.
Yeah, right? Hopefully that would be amazing. Because that would be a load off. This was definitely one of those games that you would really like to see. Kari Willis getting back in there and getting his reps in. But yeah, like you said, we're gonna definitely need him against that Tampa Bay defense or the the Raiders or the Patriots. As it keeps going.
Absolutely, definitely. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you. I don't see a whole lot going in here, but I'll tell you what. I will do a live play-by-play for the game if I am feeling up to it. I'm hoping I do. If I'm feeling good, I'll do the live stream. play-by-play for the game this Sunday at 1. If not, then I apologize. We're also working on, myself and DeQuell are working on a new intro for the Believe in Colts podcast, because this song that we were using, that I used for it previously, got hit up on the monetization thing, so we can't use it no more. So I got a hold of my boy Colin Telez, who does all the Colts highlights here on YouTube. You go and look at it, you know who I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
He put together a nice little DeQuell Jackson highlight group for me, so that I could use
Awesome.
that. And DeQuell is having his wife do her voice for the intro this time, rather than my wife, because my wife's getting over COVID as well. Her voice is just as, shaky as mine right now. So it'll be nice to have that whole situation come up. Hopefully, I will have it ready by Monday. Chaz A says, with all the lights on us, Hard Knocks and all, I think somebody is due for a big game. Pittman and JT showed up last year against the Bills. Do you think anybody else can step up?
Isaiah Rodgers.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I like I said, I think Isaiah Rodgers is going to come out and he's going to show out really nice this weekend. I feel like he's been progressively getting himself more and more understanding of this defense. I love his speed. He's one of those guys that, I don't want to say that, you don't worry about him against a Stephon Diggs or whatever, but as far as, sitting there and having the speed to maintain or make up a little bit if you're going to have to, I do like the thought of what Isaiah Rodgers, and then more of the same, just what we've seen from Rocky Sin all year. Just keep going up there. These are the guys that we need to see that extra, je ne sais quoi, or whatever the heck you talk, that extra play, that extra gear, that extra level of exceptional playing. And there again, let's start getting in those pass lanes. Let's get in Josh Allen's head. Let's turn him over once or twice, have Quiddy come around and do his best Dio Dangbo impersonation and strip sack him and just, let's get in these guys' heads and just make them think. That's the best thing to slow down a dynamic offense, is making them think.
I think we're going to see a lot of air yards from our running backs this game, rather than the flat coming around out of the backfield, or even doing screens. I think we're going to see a lot of that. So I think it's going to be the situation. You might actually see Hines have himself a heck of a game this game. We will be getting, me and Loyalist will discuss our game predictions, score predictions. Go ahead and drop your score predictions in the chat right now. But in the meantime, I want to say Ralph Flores dropping $5 in the super chat. Appreciate you so much with that great super sticker right there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That goes right into the tip fund for Loyalist's laptop. Thank you. And Brandon says, primetime players show up in primetime moments. You know what? If Jonathan Taylor's going to win the MVP this year, or even be part of the conversation, he needs to walk into this game and have a big one. All right, that's just all there is to it. Job561 says 2017 Indy. Brandon's already got his little thing out there from earlier. 41-31 Colts. Loyalist, what is your score prediction for this game?
This one has been rough for me because I feel like these defenses are so amazing and stuff that, I just have a hard time giving this big score. But then I look at what these offenses offer and both sides of the ball. I still think that the over, like you had talked with the Q the other day, I do believe the over is in play on this one. I think I'm more along the lines of a 34-31 or, 31-27 type of game, but with the Colts coming out on top, because I do believe Michael Pittman Jr. is going to get a couple of those nice third down, you think I'm covered, I'm not covered type catches and stuff. And then this offensive line is just going to RTDB this thing all weekend long.
All right. Drake says 27-24 Colts. I think the inverse of what the outcome was in the playoffs last year. We already know that Alpha said 34-31 Buffalo. I just had to bring that back up, but my guy. You know what?
I respect it.
I respect it because
Yep.
Buffalo's a good team. All right.
Mhm.
Now, if we was playing against the Texans and you said 34-31 Texans, I would have been pissed.
Trolling. He's trolling.
Speed Maverick Garage says 33-31 Colts. Now, if you guys watched my show from yesterday with the Quell Jackson, you already know I said 31-27 Indy. Okay, and I believe he said 34-31 Indy. So, no, I think it was more than that. I think he said 37-34. Somewhere around in there, yeah.
I don't know. I stopped those shows after because I'm trying to come up with my own thoughts. I was like, so I get to right where before you give your predictions and stuff, and then I go back and listen to it afterwards.
That's why I was smiling when you said 31-27. I was like, that was my prediction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Kimberly said 34-31 Colts. Absolutely. So there's a few out here that want to see the 34-31. Everybody's talking 3-4 point game. That's everybody except for Brandon. Brandon's like, we're going to blow them out by 10. You know, and hey, you know, if we do, great. You know, that's going to be a big plus in our pocket. It'd be really nice to see. Guys, I'm also, I don't know if you've seen from earlier, but I am in talks with a few people to get a new piece of content going. It's still in the talking phase right now, getting everybody in on it. But if it does happen, it's gonna be freaking awesome. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Chaz 8 Tips says $5. Don't forget about me, guys. Oh no, did I miss your thing? I'm scrolling up here. Chaz, I don't see what was it? What'd you say, Chaz? Because I don't see your thing. I'm assuming you had a game prediction, but I don't see it. Am I that bad off?
I don't know because you see a lot more than I do.
Yeah, this is messed up. Oh no, in general. Oh, my bad, Chaz. I wasn't trying to ignore you, my guy. All right, I'm not trying to ignore you. I promise. It's just sometimes as the chat moves through, I'm picking and choosing, and something that I want to discuss about. I did talk about your, lights on Hard Knocks thing. We brought that up, discussed it. So I appreciate it. Chaz, what's your game prediction? Just real quick, let us know in the chat. If you can get it in there in the next minute and a half, I'll shout it out before I close this out, guy. All right. Badgley will win this game, Job says. Well, that's a possibility. I would rather not put it on a field goal. I would like to see the Colts win by 10 or 4, something. I don't want it to be a last minute. I don't want to have a heart attack in this game. Please.
See, that's the worst part. If you do get to where you feel good enough to do a live stream or whatever, if they go into overtime, man, I just don't know if you can make it.
Yeah. Brandon says the money badger. Yeah. Money bags is what Leonard called him, I think. Money bags.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, guys. We got a 1 minute left. Tony Robertson jumps in and says Colts got this game plain and simple. They want to get back and gone. All right. And they're going to come hard. They want to get back and going to come hard. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
And I do think that there is there's got to be some added motivation from the Hard Knocks and just knowing that, these guys don't get to sit there and just have to, come home after a win or a loss and process it in their normal fashion. Now they know they're going to have all these cameras and stuff, microscoping them and stuff, seeing how they're reacting and what they do and stuff. So It's a much more enjoyable story if we get to tell it from the winning side of things.
Absolutely. Chaz says, I don't want to be biased, but I'll say 31-27 Colts. You should have just took the dash out of the middle of that, so I could have made a big deal about it and been like 3,127 Colts. Wow. That would have been great. I've had to do that before already once. With another one. He says we run the ball and keep Allen off the field. Show Hard Knocks. What's up? Ralph Flores. Appreciate you. Guys, it's time for me to go. It's been over an hour. My chest is starting to hurt. Please don't forget to smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Tag that notification bell so that you are notified next time we go live. And again, as Job and multiple other people said, please not another overtime game.
Mm-hmm.
Please not another left-handed throw. All right? Until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. That's Loyalist right there. And as usual, have a good one.
Just because a player's not a household name doesn't mean we can't make him a household name.